Hello there and welcome back to Carnation Crafts TV. If you weren't with us this morning, we had a very busy morning. Already 65% of the clean and simple beautiful Bluebells collection has now gone. So if you're new to this clean and simple range, this is an amazing range that's been put together by the team at Carnation to give you everything in a kit for $44.99. But this is a special show price you will get today. A normal price is $49.99. So why not save those extra pennies today by getting yours now? We've even had people say theirs have already been dispatched. They've had notifications, so they'll be getting theirs first thing tomorrow morning. So just to let you know, but don't miss out, 65% of the stock's already gone. Now, if you've not had them before, just to show you the packaging. Now, this is one of the four. This is the latest number 4 collection. This is what it's going to look like if you start collecting all your beautiful clean and simple. But if you haven't and you've not joined us before for this could be your time now to invest in you, in your craft, in your portfolio of craft that's going to take you through to a different level. Now with this collection, you can see on the front you've got the colour coordination, you've got the detail, you've got the design on there to let you know exactly what you are getting in this one. Then as we open this beautiful kit up, inside here you have all your dies that you are going to need to make the most eloquent, the most expensive looking cards that are going to give you a fabulous look. You're getting your banners in here, you've got your mats and layers. Oh wow, even before we started, 70%, Mr. Hasmin's telling me 70% of the stock's now gone. She's rushing, she's rubbing it out on the board and she's holding it up to me. 70% of the stock's gone. Honestly, make your purchase, check out those baskets. You can then come back and sit in the knowledge of knowing yours is secure. It's not securely yours until you check out those baskets. So please do get over to the website. There is a QR code on the bottom of the screen if you want to just open up your tablet or your phone camera and just put it on there. That will automatically take you to the item as well. But if not, 243 324 on that one, and you can collect that at checkout. Now, just to go through these, you have got all your inners and your outers on this. You've got your mats and layers. You can see you've got your banner. You've even got little bumblebees in this to give you that cute aspect to it, but very still in fashion and on trend. You've got your embellishments here with your beautiful bows, and then you've got the floral aspects as well. But then you've got the extra bits that are going to be like the fillers in your collection, and also the grasses. You've got your 3D aspects, so if you're wanting to go more dimensional, you have got those in there as well. But everyday use, you've got your mats and layers with your dies that are really going to be your starting place. Then as we go through at the back here, we always give you your cardstock, and this is premium cardstock in here as well. So you have got 5 sheets of your coloured navy card, which is really difficult to get hold of a true navy cardstock. This is 350 GSM. You're getting 5 sheets of that. But then you've also got your blush of blue, and I don't know if I can show you on here on the camera. If I bring this in, this is white, but you'll see there's that soft blue hue in there, very delicate. To the naked eye you probably wouldn't see it until you put a sheet of white cardstock next to it, but it has got that softness that then blends through with this beautiful colour. 250 GSM on that one. You're getting 10 sheets on there as well. So let's pop these in the back, but I love it because this is like a professional portfolio for you then to craft with. Let me turn this around to make it easier. Just tap them together and they will fit in the back of here, so everything sits nice. Or if you're working on a project, you can always put the bits in the back. Then as we move through to the front, you have got your stamp sets, and as you can see, these are a big size. They aren't all teeny tiny stamps. You've got a good size. You've got those beautiful grasses that you could use for decorative elements, and also to give your card that little bit more of a stance. You've got your bumblebees, and you've got the little floral elements in there, the little petals if you want to use those, and then you've got your sentiments. I will show you a close-up of these in a moment or two so you can see exactly what they say, but these have all been sized to work with the card. There's nothing worse if you're making a card and all you've got is big heavy sentiments. You might just want something delicate. This is then what makes this more beautiful. Then in the bottom pocket just here, you've got your adhesive stash. So in here you've actually got a 5-meter roll on here. So this, you've got your double-sided adhesive foam roller roll. Then you've got 2 different sizes in your foam pads. You've got your 10mm and you've got your 5mm in there as well for you to get elevation and to get height. Everything is in the box, and as you can see, let's turn this over, on the back you've got a QR code here. This then will take you to the artwork excuse, I've already cut into mine. But you can then download the artwork that you can use that's already pre-coloured for free. So just bear that in mind. Or if you want to go to the website now, which I know a lot of you have already today, and you've downloaded it ready for when yours arrives tomorrow. So that is your main folder, but that is a business in a box. You can make and sell with these, you can utilize these, but having these stashed up on your shelf gives you, you know, color placement. It also gives you what sort of shapes you want to work with. We all have favorite card sizes. This is going to work for you. Now let's take a look at the boards and just show you close up so you can have a really good look at these. Now, this is what your dies are going to look like when you just cut them out. And you can see by the detail and everything else, I am going to say, excuse me, sorry. Oh, sorry, a bit sneezy. I do apologise. Now with these, look at them in white. It looks like an expensive dinner service. You've got that elegance, you've got that beautiful flow with this. You've got those drop shadows that's going to give you areas then to position all the different dies. You've got your bow, and that is just absolutely gorgeous. Then you've got your banner, which you can use that way or use it the opposite way round. And then you've got this, which is like a piece of hessian. It's lovely. Again, as a backdrop, as a filler, this is going to work fabulously. Then you've got your grasses, and again, you know, tuck these in, you can trim them down, you can build it up however you want. And the bumblebees are just exquisite in there too. You can see with your mats and layers, with all the little stamps you're getting in the collection, these will work together. Even with this one, you'll see the outer edge. If you want to snip that away, you can snip that away. It has got all that pricking detail in there, so that will then give you that lovely luxury look. Then as we move across, this is what it looks like when obviously you're mixing the colour palette into there, but also with your actually coloured images. And remember, all of these are hand drawn. This collection, once this has gone and we move on to the next one, you've got to remember this then becomes bespoke. This becomes like a limited edition. So that's why a lot of you are collecting them as you go. But if you're new here today, this could be your starting point that really just elevates your card and strips it back, because we were saying about it earlier, sometimes we get to that time of the year where it ends up like a bit like a pizza card. You're putting that many bows and ribbons on it. Take it back, make it beautiful, and this is what you see when you actually see the boutique cards. So now we're giving you these elements for you to create that too. Now these are the rubber stamps. You can see by that beautiful script font, they look like they're handwritten, so you've got that beautiful flow with these as well. You've got congratulations, be happy, thank you, happy anniversary, on your special day, lots of love, thinking of you, happy birthday, good luck, and well done. And again, look at the grass as the stamps. So you can see great size. Little bumblebees, you could just use that in a soft grey ink. That would give you a beautiful look on the back of your cards and everything. It could just be your signature sign on there too. So that is your main collection from the beautiful Bluebells card making kit. $44.99, but like I say, already 60% of the stock has now gone. Oh, we're even more, are we? 70, sorry, 70%. This is how fast this is flying for you today. 240324. I'm going to show you a few examples so you can have a look at a few of the cards that's been made by the incredible design team as always. They do an amazing job to give you all this inspiration. So let's take a look at these. Now look at this. Using artwork that you've probably already got from Carnation Craft is going to make this so much easier to make your cards. And as you can see, look at the build up with this, look at the designs, look at the mats and layers in there. And as we were showing you earlier, in case you missed the show, pop it on a larger card. This can now be your centerpiece on your card, landscape or portrait. You can do it on there as well. We were showing you earlier, you can change it and make it into rocker cards. You can make easel cards out of this. But Carnation have done it, as always, to make sure you have got a card blank for you to work with. This is why they're giving you the circular shape this time, to make sure. But look at that as an easel card. You've got dimension, you've got shape, but it looks beautiful. Go in a standard size envelope as well. There's no crazy sizes here. It's all been done. But look at the elements behind there and how we've worked it together to give you that beautiful look. This is one that I did earlier in the other show, showing you can change the different elements around. You can put a little bit of the mesh behind there if you want to and utilise those. But don't forget also, we have a clean and simple Facebook group as well that you can join, where you'll see inspiration for all the cards as well. So if you're wanting to copy any of them. You can, but obviously if you're then putting them on social media or on Facebook, please give credit to the person that the design team that you borrowed it from, because it's only fair and we like to be fair in crafting. So just do those. But have a look on the website. Everything extra is on there as well if you're wanting tapes or extra foam pads and things like that. But look how beautiful and elegant that is. If you're wanting the little enamel dots, have a look on the website too. They are all on there as well. So again, giving you that beautiful look with those. But so busy, and thank you to everybody for joining us this afternoon. I knew we were busy this morning. Yes, Miss Taz.
Joanne over on YouTube has just said hers has been dispatched.
Wow, well done. This is what I mean. A lot of you are letting us know now it's actually been dispatched because you got in there first this morning. So thank you to all of you that joined us, because it's nice to be here with you. I don't always get to be here because fabulous Carla's normally doing the shows, but every now and again I pop in with the clean and simple range, and I like to show you a few different bits with that one. So well done to everybody who's got theirs so far. Should we make a little card, Miss Taz? Let's do that then. Excuse me, little sandwich bags. They are clean. I haven't had my lunch yet. So let's take these out. Now, a lot of you, you know, if you are worried about your die cutting machine, you only need to have, you could have one of the A5 size ones, a hand cranking one. It'll be totally fine to use with this collection. Now, I'm going to show you as well, in case you missed it earlier, how to use, the print offs, okay? So with this, you will print it off as an A4 sheet. Let's pretend, like so, okay? Now, in the centre of it, you will see, hopefully there, it's got a black line, okay? You score it and fold it on the black line, little bit of spray adhesive in between, and that's what then holds it together. So then you can have double-sided. What I'm going to do is now just show you how easy it is to cut it as well, so in case you're worried. But if you want to cut it out of gold mirror board, you want to use silver, or any of your cardstocks, you can do that. But having the elements here is going to make it so much easier for you as well. So let's cut a couple of these out so you can have a little look at these as well. And it will show you how easy they are to use. Now, just lay them over the top like so. Hang on, make sure you've got it the right way round. It does help. So then, because obviously we're mirroring it, so one side will only fit that. So let's take a little bit of tape. Always tape them down. Never leave them loose, because honestly, it's not worth it when you're going to all that trouble to print them out. You want to make sure you get them out, so don't waste your cardstocks. And this is on your printable papers. Have a look on the website, because printing it on the correct paper is going to make such a difference as well. So go and have a look for your Pro Print on the website as well when you're checking your baskets out. Now, I'm using obviously this machine, but you can use whatever machine you've got. Okay, so let's get the plates ready. All I'm going to do then is take the dies across, lay this on here. Cut tidy has to be, if you know me of old, anybody's dies, I will always use a little bit of cut tidy. It just helps with compression, and it also helps easy release and making sure then you've got all the bits out. Okay, so just running that through. But while I'm showing you that, a lot of you are stocking up on the Pure and Simple beautiful Bluebells cardstock. Now this is the navy cardstock. Pardon?
Clean.
Clean, what did I say?
Pure.
It's clean. But it is pure to me. It's pure magic. That's what it means to me. So it's pure magic with that one. So if you're wanting the Clean and Simple navy cardstock extra, details on the screen, $14.99 for this one. You get in 20 sheets of this, and I think this one is the 350, yes, 350 GSM. So again, it's a good weight for card blanks, card bases, but also you've seen it die cuts like a dream as well. So do have a look, pop that in your baskets. A lot of you are getting that as an extra, so well done for getting that in there as well. Now, let's take these out. What I would honestly say to you is, go and download it now, ready. What have I done here with my daft nails? Go and download it ready off the website. Go to carnationcrafts.co.uk. Make sure you check out your baskets. But before you do, once you've done that, go and get the downloads and have them ready. Because honestly, once you get these and you get your kit, you are going to have a whale of a time. So now this is cut. And bearing in mind, it's 2 layers. So now it's double-sided because we glued them together. Take your dies off the tape. Put them safe, and then take off your other elements as well. So we've got those on there too, but then you can see this pops out. Now with this, as I said to you earlier, if you cut this out in craft card and then just crinkle it a little bit, it does actually look like fabric. So it's an amazing piece of, you know, extra to put in. And you'd think probably to start with, oh, I'm not sure how would I use it. I think this could be one of your everyday go-tos for your die collection. And the detail is just amazing. So always keep those safe. Take your dies, pop these back in your kit, because you've got the double-sided tape on there. Just press those back in and then you've got those safe. You're not going to lose them because you don't want to. Or what I've started doing as well, because you've got your little piece, get yourself a magnetic sheet and put that over there as well. So let's do that. Now, let's make this work, shall we? Now, I've cut all my elements out. I've got everything ready. Now, what I've done is taken 2 of the large dies. Let's bring this in and just show you. The largest one's here, because this is the outer and the inner layer for your card. So I've cut 2 of those and then I've done my base layer. You've also got these ones that you will see here. Let's bring this out. Now, one is slightly larger than the other. So if you're wanting to get a perfect matte and layer, look at the lineup. You imagine trying to get that shape if you had to do it yourself with a craft knife. You wouldn't be able to do it and it wouldn't look as professional. You've now got that fabulous finish in there to make sure these all work together. So let's pop those over there just to show you what I've done so you know where I'm going. Now, what I've done with this is more or less just over a quarter of the way down, I've put a score line, okay, because this is going to be the hinge for my card. I've used red liner tape because red liner tape is going to make sure this is all secure and safe. Taking my extra piece, just lining it up at the bottom and placing that down. I've now got the base for my card. So if you're brand new and you're thinking, I ain't got card bases, I ain't got card blanks, you can make your own that is then just going to stand and you've got an instant one. If you find it's rolling a little bit too much, just trim off the bottom, just a smidge, okay? And that just flattens the edge and makes it then so it will stand. Now I've said that, I've tempted fate.
You need to put it on the flat edge.
There you go. So you can see there. So me doing it back to front upside down is not helping. So you can see there. Then I've taken the smaller one and I've done a solid shape. But look how classic and beautiful it looks by using that blue colour, that offset blush. It really does give it that elegance and it elevates your cards as well. There's nothing better if you've got an outfit that all, you know, like say if you're wearing navy, it's all the true navy, or black. If you've got one that's like a charcoal colour and one's that's not a true black, you never get that proper finish. With this, Carnation Crafts have made sure they've put it all in for you. So taking my next layer, excuse my head, I'm just going to pop that on, but look at that perfect alignment and I love it because it's got that soft edge on there. Then taken the next layer, but this time I've added in obviously the centerpiece just to give me that beautiful look on there. So what I'm going to do actually this time, I'm going to turn this round slightly. We're going to do it slightly different. Now with these foam pads that you get in your kit, stock up on these are easy peel. Even with my daft nails, I can take the backs off these. If you've ever had the struggle of life with foam pads, don't do it anymore. Go to Carnation Crafts and get some extra ones on there. Glues, foam pads and tape are all available. So just adding this onto there. But look at that, the drop shadow, you've got that layer already. Already it's starting to look fabulous. Taking some of the elements that I've die cut, we're now going to start working these together. I'm going to be using my everyday glue for this, available on the website for that one as well. But this is nice because it's a wet glue, but it gives you that wiggle room time. So if you're needing time just to put elements together, but once it's dry, it will sit exactly where you want it. So all I'm doing is using one of the applicators and just putting a tiny bit of glue on there. Then what I'm going to do is sit this into the bottom of my card like so. But honestly, very, very busy. Thank you everybody for being with us. Tasman's just saying how many people are with us. So thank you for joining us on your, it could be your lunch break at work. It could be your little break time. It's nice to know that you're there with us. Just adding a little bit of glue to the back of here. Again, use the applicator if you want to. I know sometimes I use the back of my hand, but the applicators, if you're not that sort of person, this is going to help with making sure the glue is exactly. I never glue all the flowers down, just in certain areas because I like it to move a little bit. I'm not one of these who has to be all stuck down flat. And if you're finding your cards are a bit flat, this could be your time now to say, do you know what, I'm going to try something a bit different and just try and give it a little bit of movement. Like I've glued down that bit and that bit, but I've left this free fall. So again, it looks like it's growing out the aperture. So it would just, you're going to have so much fun experimenting with this. You really are, because there's so many different levels you can take this to. and other elements perhaps you've got from the other collections that you can bring in and make this work. But you can see with that already, we're just adding that bit of texture, we're adding that bit of design in there, and I'm going to put that final one in and tuck it in so it actually looks like it's sprouting out the centre of the card, which would be lovely. But you could actually add this as a like a tissue box top, it could be a box lid, because even if you've got a square box, that would sit beautifully on the top. And think of these as well, if you've got a square little, you know, like the box frames, these would look lovely in a hallway or a spare bedroom or something like that. You could do all the different colourways in there as well to make a fabulous effect with those. Now I'm just taking some of the decoupage layers because you do get a spare die for these, so then you can add in more dimension. Now I'm curving these slightly and adding these on to here like so, just to give it a bit of dimension, a bit of shape. Again, it's all about your own creativity. You can add as many layers as you want to. I like the individual pieces like this, but if you wanted to, you could actually just multi-cut the flowers and just take elements off there as well. But again, not sticking it all down, leaving some of the edges so hopefully you can see that just curves beautifully well onto there. Now just taking this bit, oops, hang on, loose fingers today, adding that onto there, and I'm just going to put the last one down near the bottom, and again tucking this in behind the grasses to give you like it's all just peeking through. I've got my little bumblebees, I wouldn't be without these, I really wouldn't, and just bending their little wings up a little bit and just a dab of glue on there. This is going to work fabulously on there. But we've got so many beautiful samples that I'm going to show you in a minute as well, how lovely these all are, and they're all different. The design team do an incredible job to really bring you and stretch you different things. Now that bee's flying upside down, I best turn him round. That is not going to work. There we go. Flying upside down today. He's multitasking, that one, Taz. So now I've got one of the sentiment plaques. This time I've used the oval, stamped on there the happy birthday, but look how it's stature, look how it sits so well in there, and it looks like a little porcelain tile. You've got that lovely look on there as well. So let's take a couple of foam pads because we need a little bit of dimension. So we'll take this out, and I'm going to put this at the bottom of the aperture. So the aperture is literally just the structure for this card. It's not all about always seeing it, but it's using it in different ways. But if you wanted to, you imagine if you wanted to cut it all the way through, you could, and you could actually put acetate behind it. You could have a bit of a shaker card. You could actually put the bumblebees in it. That'd look cute. So again, it's wherever you want to take it. So I'm just popping that on there. I've got my bow, but this time I am going to be I'm going to cut this little bit off, one of the little long pieces, because what I want to do is just take this and I'm going to tuck this in behind there, so it kind of looks a little bit like a dragonfly kind of thing. Even though it's a bow, we're utilising it to give it a different shape and a different look on there as well. So just adding those in, tucking that in behind, and then you can see I'm just pulling those up to give it another bit of texture on there. So now we have got a fabulous card using everything from the collection that you can see there, and look how beautiful that is. Make and sell these. It's your own little business in a box. You really can take it to a different level with your card making. It doesn't matter if you've been card making like me years or you are just starting out. This is the only kind of concept I know where it's a kit in a box. You get absolutely everything. $44.99 for the Bluebell, beautiful Bluebell card making kit, available on Carnation Craft TV. Pop over there, like I say, check out your baskets and make sure you do not miss out on this. Stock is absolutely flying out on this one. We are very, very busy again, and this is the last show with this today here on Carnation Crafts TV. So next time you see it, like I say, it could be gone, so make sure you get yours. Now, shall I show a few more finished examples, Miss Taz? Is that all right? I'll reach across and grab these. Just watch me knock everything off. Oh dear, I've got them. There we go. Now, look at this. Elements from other collections. You might have other dies from other companies. I totally understand that. You're going to have different bits. Or if you just want to use the shapes, this looks fabulous. The enamel dots are available on the website, but that's just using the shapes from the collection, and look how beautiful that is with that lilac on there as well. So it just shows if you mix and match it with a different colour, how different it can look. I love that one. That really does make me laugh. But again, it's the shape, it's the backdrop, and you'll have lots of different designs and you'll think, oh, that'll work so well in there. But look at this, the bumblebees just stamped in the background. And like we were saying earlier, look at this as an easel card. It looks fabulous. We were saying earlier, if you use the smaller one, you can actually use it as a spinner, the top bit, and you could have different sentiments. It could be reveals, baby reveals, and things like that. Now look at this one. Look how decorative this is. Now the piece that I was saying to you, this is going to be your everyday go-to. It's been cut in white and then it's been cut in pink. And can you see how you've got the layers, the bumblebees just in there, and that beautiful ink, and then the birds with the flowers. This is how gorgeous your cards can be. We've not forgot about the guys either. If you're wanting something a little bit masculine, then you can stylize it this way. But we were also saying, if you took the boat off but kept it like that, it looks a little bit like a tuxedo, because you could actually take this bit and put it on the side like lapels, I'm thinking now, and add it like lapels on there as well. So again, could be a special occasion card, but then taking it back to what it's meant to be. I've added 2 layers of the Bluebells there, and then the sentiment in there with the panel. But look at the drama, look at the structure. If you need something to just update your card, to give you that modernization, to give you a different look, try the beautiful Clean and Simple range. They are so fabulous. They're going to give you so much more for your card making, your box making. It could be lids, it could be plaques, it could be whatever you wanted it to be. Now I am going to show you another one. Oh, got to tell you, 75% of the stock has now gone. A little bit of a wheel of warning for you. It's flying. A lot of you, I think I've told your friends, this is a busy one today. You need to get these quickly. You really, really do. So this time I've taken an orchid from one of the collections that we've brought to you before. And
Bundles of Joy.
Sorry?
Bundles of Joy.
Bundles of Joy. Thank you, Miss Tiztaz. She knows all the names. And what I've done is I've actually just folded the stem down to make it shorter so it will actually fit on my card, because I'm thinking this could be a sympathy card. I've also got this trellis one. Now, I'm not sure which collection this was from, but this was a little piece of trellis that I thought, oh, I'm going to use a little bit of that as well. I've taken one of the little triangles that's in there, and I've got the thinking of you as well. So you can see I've stamped on that, and it still works. This size is incredible. So let's use this as well. Now, again, I've taken 2 of the large circles, and you can see I've put a score line in. This would be ideal then if I want to do that. But as I was showing you before, I'm going to do it on this one because you won't see the score line when I've finished. If you want to make a rocker card, all you do is you score it and fold it in half. That will create your rocker. But all these, you can mat and layer onto it. And if I line this up, you can see they will fit on there. So then you've got a different style of card. You can make a rocker card as well. But if you want to, like I'm doing today, I'm just going to make this into a normal freestanding card. So it's up to you. If you want to make and sell, you can do that. You could have all these on your stand within the next few weeks. I know a lot of people were saying they can't wait for the Easter weekend. They're going to make lots of new cards. So this could be your time to do that as well. But like with this, I've cut into there, but you could also cut into that one as well and make it smaller, so you've got a different look with your cards. But can't wait to see what you all put and make in the beautiful Clean and Simple book on social media, so we can have a little look on those as well. Yes, Miss Tiztaz.
The trellis is from Wild Garden.
Wild Garden, thank you very much.
That wasn't me, that was Bossman Nick.
Was it Mr. Nick? Good afternoon, Mr. Nick. His beautiful artwork. Mr. Nick heads up and obviously owns the beautiful artwork department, and obviously you can see with this, look how incredible this is. You know, all his hard work, dedication, he understands design and he understands composition, and you can see with this is why the dies work so well. It's not somebody who thinks, oh, I'll just design some dies. This is why it works excellently well, because again, it's giving you that beautiful look and feel that you know that you need. Now this is using the foam on the roll, which is in your kit, but if you're wanting any more, please hop over to the website, stock up your baskets. And again, look at this for detail. The tape is the right size for all the different shapes, so you're not having to cut excess away, and that's what it's about with the range as well. But if you want that little bit more, should I say, boutique, you're wanting that class, you're wanting that elegance, this is your range for you. Like I say, I've already stamped and cut this one out, so all I'm going to do is just position this in the inside of my card, giving it some height again with that foam pads. But I do think because you can make it smaller, then you've got that black backdrop, which gives, can you see that already? It looks expensive. You've got that beautiful feel on there. But then I'm going to add in just a few different elements like this. Can you see? That's going to dress the card and give you that little bit more beauty, that little bit more elegance to your cards. But having the beautiful, clean and simple collection, this is going to make sure, I nearly called it pure and simple, Nick will kill me, on there, it is really going to then just transform your cards and just give you that chance to think, right, well, this could be a topper on a bag, on a box, things like that. You can start changing it and utilising it as you want. This is your everyday glue that I'm using as well. I'm going to pop a little bit of that onto there. But it's also to show you that you can bring in other elements from other collections, still keeping it very pure, keeping it very clean, but it's just now opening up a different world of crafting to you, having a different portfolio, a different style that perhaps people haven't seen you do before, but also elevating them and being able to make and sell them. That's what it's all about with this range. So I'm just going to tuck this onto here like so. But then you've always got that little bit of wiggle room as well. But if you wanted to add gems, you could. If you wanted to add the ribbon, you could. But I think just keeping it very pure, very simple, with a clean and simple range, you're now going to have a fabulous little card that you can use, and you can do that. Now, if you do what I do and you've done it upside down, I'm just saying. Now, if you actually take the back, fold this down, I'm going to show you, because this is the goof proof, how to rescue it. You put a little bar on there, a little strip of cardstock, and you put that like that, that will stand. Or you can just do it like that. So you can actually rescue it. So hopefully that's for any of you who do the daft tricks like I do. If you just then, wherever it is, score that in half, and that will become your stand. So it will still stand up and it still looks fabulous. If you move it further down, obviously it will stand up even higher. But you can see, look how beautiful that is. You've now got that real fabulous, elegant style to elevate your cards. That is your beautiful Bluebells card making kit that's going to give you that designer factor without the stress. Everything is thought through for you. Everything is giving you the inspiration and the ideas to be able to do that as well. And you've got all those on there too. Now, let's just take a little look through. So if you have just joined us, hi, hope you're all okay. Hope you're having a fabulous day. This is your latest collection. Now, you don't have to have any of the others, but if you have got any of the others, this is your time now to think, do you know what? This is the 4th edition. I know I've only got 3 here, but this is how it's going to start looking. How fabulous would this be to go to and just be like, today I want to use navy, I want to use the circles, I want to use different elements, because with the circle you could bring the diamond aspect into there as well. So there's different things you can bring in. Now, the kit on its own, fabulous packaging, as you can see, your inspirations there and everything else, because even if you just took it out, made this in 6, 7 different colours, they will all be stunning. You've got your fabulous kit. As you can see, you've got your base cards. Carnation Craft are so good at this. This is where they put, even to give you a base card. So if you haven't got any base cards, you know you've got a go-to. You can make an easel, you can make a rocker, you can make a like a beautiful side stepper card with that as well. I was thinking about that while in the break in between. Never stop thinking about the card making. Then I've got my ovals, I've got my diamonds in there, I've got extra triangles that will sit, so you can either elevate in, or you can bring it out, so if you want in height and dimension. You've also got your plaque in there, which is absolutely lovely. It's like a folded ribbon with that designer look. Your little tiny bumblebees in there to work those in. Then you have got this ribbon in there, which I do think it's something you're going to use all the time. Same with the card blanks and bases. But then you've got the fabulous artwork that's been done with the Bluebells. You've got that beautiful piece of Hessian style in there. Extra layers, so if you're wanting to decoupage this up, you can. And then you've got your grasses. So they've given you everything to ground it, to enhance it, to embellish it with this collection. But then you've got your cardstock. You have got 5 sheets of the fabulous blue, navy blue, and it is an amazing colour. Then you have got this one, which is the white one, and this is your blush blue. It's got a very, very soft pale blue hue to that one, which again corresponds with it and gives it that seamless look. It's a little bit like when guys get a suit, and sometimes it's better if they've got like that real soft powder blue kind of you know, like shirt with it, it will always make it look better and enhance it rather than a crisp white shirt sometimes. Now with this, you are also going to get your stamps in here, and as you can see, the big sizes, you've got full size, full detail. You've got the grasses, you've got like the little, they could be like little petal leaves, you've got the bumblebees in there, and you have got your sentiments in here that are all pre-sized to work exactly with these. And as I was saying to you before, always cut your plaque out first and then stamp onto this. With the longer one, congratulations, and that one you can, if you put them on your acrylic blocks, you can actually mold them and shape them little if you want it on a curve, but these will sit beautifully in the center of there. Then you've got two sizes of your foam pads in here as well. You've actually got your 10mm and your 5mm. You've also got in here as well, you've got your 5mm on there, 5 meters, sorry, of your foam on a roll, which is genius, which helps. If you want an extra of those, please pop over to the website. Everything is all on there. But this is your latest collection from Clean and Simple that we've brought to you by the beautiful Bluebells. And this is really giving you that fabulous, you know, extra portfolio style. Now, just a few extra samples just to show you, because I know you like to see these, and the design team have worked so hard. Let's show you these. Now, look at this. This has got the plaque. You've got the ribbon on there. Look at the grasses, even that little tiny piece of hessian that's been tucked in behind. But you can see the dimension, the shape. If you were brand new and you made that card, nobody would look at you and think that's the first time you've made a card. You've got something that's elegant, that something's going to stand out, which is going to be fabulous. Now again, bringing in other elements from other collections, you have got these now to give you the power and the confidence to make your beautiful cards. And look at this one. I love this one. Look at that. With that beautiful daffodils in there. Like say you might have some roses, some soft trailing roses from Carnation Crafts, things like that. Add those in, the little mice in there too. But also your artwork. You can see with this, again, it's a different collection, but it works so well with this. I love it with the colours, how they've put the boat in the backdrop, but that is your window now to the world. So it could be looking in, it could be looking out. You have got the inspiration there to do that. Yes, Miss Tiztaz?
We do offer free backing papers with collections as
Do
well
we?
that you can use with their coordinating dies.
Oh, so do have a look on the Carnation Crafts website. On there is backgrounds for you to download, so you can use those as well. I didn't know that, Miss Tiztaz.
Well, the more you know.
It's not what you know, it's who you know in this one, believe you me. And the team do an amazing job. And bear in mind, all the artwork is hand-drawn. So it's not something that's always, I know sometimes with the backing papers, sometimes they can be. But all the artwork you're getting here, the Bluebells, they've all been hand-drawn. They've all been coloured. So you know you're getting something really bespoke, which is special. Now, let's do another card, shall we, Miss Tiztaz? Let's do that. So back to using this. Now, this is what I was talking about before. I've cut out the little plaque, as you can see, or ribbon, whatever you want to call it. And then what I did was I curved my sentiment just on my acrylic block, just slightly. It won't damage it, won't hurt it, but just obviously don't overstretch it. But I've done that so it curves in there. But if you want to do it straight, there is still enough sizing. So you've got that way of then being able to experiment with those as well. Now, again, taking my 2 layers, I've got those there. I've not put the tape on there. Let's put some tape on this one. But I have used the foam on a roll on that one. But honestly, I sat probably, in the afternoon, and I'd made, 6 or 7 demos within the space of like, a couple of hours. You know what I mean? Taking my time, experimenting with it, you know, positioning, a bit of composition, thinking, does that work? Does that not work? How do I want to change this up? And it will work. But also to show you, if you just take an ordinary card, I know this is white on white, it's probably not going to stand out just as well. And pretend, actually, I'm going to use the back of this card. Okay, so if I even put a circle on there, I added my little piece in the centre and then built this up. You don't always have to use everything on a certain card. You can bring these elements in to give you that designer look. So look how beautiful that looks. I've not used the aperture. I've just used a circle of that and added that in. You could add a little ribbon in there. You might want one of the backing papers. You can add this in. So please don't think that the restrictions are just in that. There's so many other ways that you can now take that out. Or even if you had your card like this, you did it very pure, very simple, and add these into here like so. I just want a little bit of that there just to dress that corner. And then I could have a little sentiment there. Again, not using some of the other elements, but when you've got it all together, it's like a fabulous recipe. But I want you to be able to think, I can make tags with this. I can make a beautiful tag. That would sit there on a tag, on a card. You can make a smaller A6 card. Doesn't always have to be with everything else. So do think outside the realms. Get yourself, when you get your kit home, cut out a load of these pieces, even if it's just in white copier paper. Cut them out and lay them out. That's what I do. And I have a little look at what I think, oh, that would work with that, or I can try this. You do you, as we say, and have a go at experimenting. Now, I'm just laying on the circle onto the back of this one. And like I say, I've already hinged it. So that's going to give me my card blank, my card base. I've got my next matten layer, which honestly, this is just genius because look at it, it's perfect already. You don't have to worry about it. A little bit of foam on a roll on the back. This will higher this up and give it the height and the dimension that we need and what we want. And this will make it easier then for you to make your cards. But it could be a box lid, it could be a tissue box lid, whatever you want to. Now just adding that onto there, so I've got that on there. I think that's slightly on the wonk, but I think that's me because I didn't lean forward enough. And again, look at the tape. Even the sizing is genius. It's all been there for you. So there's no struggling thinking, have I got the right size tape? Have I got the right size foam pads? Everything is in the kit. Carnation Crafts have made sure they've given you absolutely everything in there. It's a phenomenal price. You're getting so much in this kit for you to be able to, you know, use, try and apply basically. And that's what it's going to do. So I'm going to stand that up this time this way. And what I'm going to do now is bring in these elements as well. So I want to have these a little bit offset. So again, I'm adding different texture and it's a different line across my card. So let's get some of the everyday glue available on the website. Do have a look on there. You can use that from the website. It's nice because it is a wet glue, so it's easy application and you've got that wiggle room as well. So just add in a little bit of this just here, like so. Just press it down, give it a second or two. It's not instant dry, so do remember that is a wet glue, so be patient. We've all got to learn to be patient sometimes. Then I've got my little flowers, but can you see already how it's giving it a different like fabric feel to it with those beautiful pieces on there. So a little bit of glue, adding this onto here on my stick. I can use that, my little applicators. So popping that just there, that's going to dress in there. So some of it's feeding in, some of it's layering over. Then I've got a second piece. And again, I'm just going to drop this down slightly. So again, we're giving it shape and movement towards this way. Because I think sometimes what we try and do is we kind of make it like a haircut. We try and make the fringe all really straight and the edges straight and everything else. Sometimes you've just got to go with it. So you can see with this one, I'm going to put that one, can you see, slightly lower, so it gives it that movement on there as well. Then I'm going to take my banner. Now with this, what I like to do is I'll curve the centre but fold back the side so they're flat. So already it's given it me that shape on my card. So do try that. If you want to, yeah, you can use your glue gels, whatever you want to, but I normally find if I use my wet glue on the back of here, and I position this, and like I say, that's how it looks. It's flat, but it's domed in the centre. Then I can lay that onto there. I've got that height, I've got that dimension, and again, it gives it a different movement, and that's what you want on your cards. You could also add a few little of the enamel dots if you want. We've got some white ones on the collection as well, but look at that. This is now going to make you into a fabulous card maker. So you're going to be able to craft with this. It's got craftability, it's got movability, and end of the day, it's got elegance. And that's what we want. Make and sell to your heart's content with this one. This is your beautiful Bluebells card making kit that has everything in there for you now to take it to a different level. All available on Carnation Crafts TV. Item number is 240324 for that one as well. And then you've got that beautiful design on there for you to be able to work with. And like I say, if you're new, what a fabulous place to start. But if you've been collecting them, let us know what you think to this one. But also, if you are wanting to stock up with the kit, we have actually got as well the Clean and Simple. We've got the navy cardstock, and as I said to you before, a lot of people are putting this in because it's hard to get a true navy cardstock as well. And this is all colour core too, so when you cut it, you get that perfect edge. You don't get no white edges, you get that lovely edge on there. But this is lovely. For $14.99 you can now take this and just add it into your stash. It's 350 GSM, really good weight, top quality cardstocks. This one's 240325 if you want in your item number. Pop that in your baskets as well, and don't forget to get your downloads, your free downloads, for you to be able to get the artwork with this collection that's going to make it even more fabulous with that one. Miss Tiztaz, have we got any more messages as well in? Oh, hang on, I'm trying to grab this. Fabulous, but very, very busy. So thank you to everybody for participating in the shows. It's great to see you all, because like I say, I don't always get to pop in and see you, so it's nice when we do this one.
One of our lovely DT members, Pam Simpson's watching.
Oh, Pam. Hi, Pam. Thank you so much for your cards. They were amazing. All the design team do a fabulous job, as always, and these are real stunners, so thank you. That
Jenny
means
West is watching. She says she loves the Bluebells.
They are. They're so lovely. And like I say, there is different colourways as well, so you'll be able to get those. But these are showing you some of the samples that we've actually got. But look at that, using other elements that you've got. And I love it with the banner, because you've actually put in different sentiments in there. You've added the shells on there, which make it look very, very pretty. We've also got this one where they've stamped in the background as well. And look how beautiful that is. Really nice. So there's little bumblebees, those finishing touches. You know, that's when you're looking around in your stash for different bits that you think, oh, will this work? Will that work? You've got the little bumblebees to add that in, you know, embellishment. Now this I really, really like. Sue, thank you for this one. Look at that. That striking piece there with those little gems, and then white on white. How glorious and special does that look? And I'm not being funny. If you were making and selling these are the ones you could charge a premium for, but you've only used white cardstock or the blue cardstock that comes in your kit. You've not had to excessively go out and get your mirror boards and things like that. And look at that. Congratulations. That would be absolutely brilliant to send out to anybody who's celebrating anything. But also use your backing papers, as Miss Tiztaz said earlier. Backing papers, there are some free ones available on Carnation Crash. You can download those and print them out to your heart's content. But again, maximising what you have and maybe what you've got left over. But look at that, the navy with the white. How beautiful does that look? And the dimension is exceptional on that one too, with the little bumblebees, giving you that designer feel on there. And then again, the stamps, adding that magic in there as well, just to give you that beautiful look on all your cards and giving you that effect. But you can only do it if you've got your beautiful bells collection. And remember, over 70% of the stock has now gone for this collection. And like I say, this is coming up now to the end of our show this hour as well. I'm not back with this today, so this could be your chance now to check out those baskets and make sure that you get what you want and don't miss out on those. So shall I finally just show you the boards and show you exactly what you're getting, because obviously it's nice seeing the kit, but it's nice to see them cut out as well. Let's just put that over there so I don't get glue everywhere. Now look at these. Cut them out in white, but you could cut them out in silver. You could cut them out in gold, whatever you want to. Having the mats and layers, these look incredibly beautiful. This is my new favourite. It might be one of the, you know, medium-sized pieces, but this for me is going. Miss Tiztaz giving me a look right. 80% of the stock, nearly 80% of the stock is now gone. So don't wait.
We know what happens next.
Yeah, we know what happens next. It's going to be limited stock, and when we call green on the screen, it's good to go. So honestly, this is your time now to check those baskets out. Come back later, watch all the demonstrations by all means. Miss Tiztaz.
Well, because you've got everybody coming home from work who's going to have a go at this.
I know, they'll all be emailing in going, they've sold it all out, where's mine? So please check your baskets out and don't miss out on this one, because it is such a beautiful kit. And even if you're buying this for a friend, you know, to get them into crafting, they can borrow your die cutting machine, you can craft together, but being able to make and sell, this is your craft portfolio. Everything is in there, even the cardstock, the adhesives. All you've got to do is cut them out with your die cutting machine to make the most beautiful collections. And honestly, look at the array of different pieces that you've got in here. Your bumblebees, that beautiful plaque, which you imagine you cut that out in gold. And then if you wanted to, you could cut this out again in white, trim those bits off and 3D that and have your sentiment on there. But, you know, use it however. Love this one. I would actually, if I'd got like my metal shim with my die cut machine, I'd probably try and cut that out in a thin fabric as well. So again, you can add fabric to your cards, but having all these mats and layers which work so well with the rubber stamps as well, you've got those. And remember, download your artwork for free. You can print these off on your printer, but use your Pro Print paper, available on the website too. Get top quality. Your colours will look exactly the same. And then print it out, layer it all together, and you can see, even in white, it looks like an expensive wedding cake. Using the navy, you've got that sophistication. This is what it's all about. But then you've got the added bonus of the stamps. And again, so many different styles. I love the font. It's very gentle. It's beautiful. It looks like it's handwritten. And then the stamps to embellish it if you want to, or to personalize. You could even do that as a border on the inside of your card down one side. You've got the grasses in there too. So again, such a useful one. If you've got any of the little ducks or the little mice from Carnation Crafts, that is going to work really well with that. But like I say, approaching 80% of the stock has now gone for your beautiful Bluebells. This is your card making complete kit all in there. And again, very, very busy for this one. I know lovely Carla, the amazing Carla, will be back with you. I think it's Wednesday, is it, Taz? Wednesday?
Wednesday next week.
Wednesday next week. On Hobby Maker.
We'll be here Friday next week.
Friday next week as well.
But this will be on Clean
and Simple will be
on
Hobby Maker on Wednesday, if there's any stock, I'm just saying. So honestly, make sure you get yours. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your support and being here with me and Tasmin today. It means a lot, because then obviously you've liked it, we can always bring you another one. So make sure, let us know how you get on with yours. I'd love to see what you make, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.